Yo, what it do with the two, man? It's your boy Ryan talking ball, and today I'm here to talk about the New England Patriots having interest in trying to trade for Terry McLaurin. One, as a Patriots fan, I definitely want this to happen because Terry McLaurin is a dog. Um, Ever since he's came into the league, he's never had a year where he had less than 900 receiving yards. He only has one year where he didn't have 1,000 yards. And the dude last year balled out. He had 1,000 yards with 13 TDs. He was amazing. Him and Jaden Daniels was a really good duo. But, I guess there's trouble in paradise to where Terry McLaurin is now having contract issues. So now there's a lot of talks about him being potentially traded, maybe even like a release or something like that. But he's came on. He's literally said that he is frustrated with the whole situation going on because he wants to do his best for himself financially, and if they can't provide that for him, then leaving will obviously be the last option, the last resort. So with that being said, he's first year he came into the league, he had 919 yards, 7 TDs. Second year, 1,118 yards, 4 TDs. Year after that, 1,053, 5 TDs. Year after that, 1.15, 1,000 almost on the dot, 4. And obviously last year, I told y'all his stats for last year. First year where he had double-digit receiving touchdowns. So the dude's resume is really deep. And his resume is not also deep. He's also played with, prior to him getting Jaden Daniels, he was putting up these great stats with bottom tier QBs to mid tier QBs. I'm not gonna disrespect every QB he played with, but he's never had a superstar level QB like Jaden Daniels until last year, and that's where we finally see the increase in his touchdowns. So with me saying all of that, with a guy like Drake May, who's on the Patriots as the quarterback of the future for them, for my team, he is amazing. He's really talented. He's really amazing. He had 15 touchdowns last year. He didn't play all the games. He played about 11. He had 15 touchdowns. Could you imagine if you add somebody like Terry McLaurin to that wide receiver room, who also just added Stephon Diggs? So imagine like a wide receiver room where you got Diggs, you got Terry McLaurin, you got Kyle Williams, and then you got Pop. Like, these dudes have, like, the Patriots with Terry McLaurin would genuinely have what you could call a deep wide receiver core, because you have a legit wide receiver 1, a legit wide receiver 2, and then you have about 3 guys that you could really pick between to be that wide receiver 3 guy. You have Pop, you got Kyle, and you got Booty. Or Booty, I think that, yeah, Booty. So I think if the Patriots can get it done, I think they should do it. And I think if the trade rumors are true and they end up, like firing up, like they end up being legit because he genuinely wants to just be out of there, I think they won't even have a problem with trying to go get him. As you saw last year, prior to getting Stephon Diggs, we offered Chris Godwin a lot of money. The only reason he turned it down is because he wanted to stay loyal to Tampa Bay, which was fine. I'm not gonna put that against him. That's where he started his career, and it seems like that's where he wants to end it off. But so we were taking these chances on these wide receivers, and then with the Diggs contract, everybody was overreacting, saying, "Oh my gosh, they overpaid for Diggs? Are they sure they want to do that?" But yes, they are sure they want to do that because they want to maximize Drake May's potential. So if Terry McLaurin is actually on the table to be a player that they can acquire via trade, then I feel like they will do it in a heartbeat. So with all that being said, Terry McLaurin, if you do end up leaving, if you do even end up seeing this somehow, come to the Patriots, bro. Drake May is really talented QB. We just got a left tackle. We revamped our offensive line. The offense looks amazing. So this would be a really good place for you to come to, because you wouldn't have to going back to that time where you played with nothing but trash QBs. You went from Jaden Daniels, then you would go to Drake May, who I think will be the better quarterback. That's a little bit of controversy for the comment section. But that'll be the end of the video, man. And peace, y'all.